her husband stopped at a red light. He reached over and had his head on the baby's head.
Oh, my word.
And then the baby started to come, and then the light went green. She's going, go, go.
Oh, my gosh.
So today we're going to see the baby and to do our birth plan meeting. I've actually only been to one of these appointments this go around. I used to go to all of them, but now we have 3 kids, and so Kelly says it's nicer for her to go by herself. Kelly's mad at me because
He's ruining my quiet, sacred hour. Every week I get this.
You do this every week now?
Now I do this every week.
Oh yeah, because you're about to have a
Show them how
baby.
I'm dressed in a tent today. This outfit is very tent-like. At this point, I just throw fabric and cover myself.
They offered me coffee, and I'm gonna take them up one at a time.
Figure it out.
I did.
Okay, I've been asked to tell you. Are you recording?
Just a little bit.
Kathy, you're so pretty. I love your
Oh,
outfit.
thank you.
So colorful.
Yes. Let's go back to the room.
Look, we have a new
Where it
birth stool.
So
And
exciting.
it
the
goes
things
in
that
the
you're so
pool, too. Isn't that cool?
Wait,
The birth stool.
But Bo didn't know.
what do you?
Go sit on it and see
it.
how
Go
it
sit
feels.
on
So
it.
that you can birth a child.
So you can see how it would feel for her.
It's hard.
And then you squeeze a human out.
What do you?
of the
What, do
body.
you,
It gives you a solid.
what are
shape.
these things over here?
It's you can use it. You can do different things with it. If you wanted to lean on it, you could kind of
Okay.
rock.
On your knees.
And you can also, because it's got this hole in the bottom, you can put it in the water.
Okay, I
And
thought
so
that the
you could-
baby would go in there.
Nope, that's a good idea not to catch it that way.
No, I do. I'm not allowed in the water.
You're not allowed in the water.
I want my space.
Okay. All right.
Not by you.
To know.
Yes.
To
Well,
make this human happen.
Okay, give me your paperwork.
Give me.
Having other people do all of that for
We can
you.
do that.
Second week? What do you do the second week?
I think second week I'm allowed to take meals at the table and help contribute, but not do all the work.
Not do much work.
Okay.
Second week. Third week is your transition week where you'll start doing some stuff.
What do you do when you're crazy and you're like
Bored?
tired of being still?
Try to take a nap.
What if you just woke up from a nap?
Just go nurse a baby.
if you're bored,
Why don't you go nurse a baby? We're getting to that point where your silliness
Get your
is
other
just
kids
silly.
snuggled up with you on the bed and read them a book or
Have you met my children? Ella will do that.
feel like you're a little bit more normal, but you're not going to stand up for long periods of time. You know, you could, run in and make the kids something quick for lunch, but go sit back down. And, you're really not supposed to be doing any work.
Yeah.
But
My mom usually comes for 2 weeks.
that's perfect. And let her do it.
So
Third, whatever.
we know that this one is just like,
do you think it's gonna be
he's
early?
got a calendar in there checking off days saying this is when I'm coming.
And you think it's a he?
I don't know. I'm never right about any of these things, so I don't guess.
You were right about
Yes,
Ella.
I think middle of the night and
Why middle of the night?
early. This is when everything
Sorry,
happens in
Kathy.
my mind.
That's what I expect too.
Just like this
When you
is
have
what
other
I'm usual.
babies, it's when you can let go because
Yeah.
they're asleep.
It is true that. But Everett was born in the middle of the night. I think it's just when I
All 3 of them were.
shift into gear.
Oh, you're saying ever because
I would nest at like 11 p.m. before I would nest at 11 a.m. I would have coffee at 11 a.m. and slowly ease into my day. Yes.
Because it did help, right?
Moved.
At that
So
moment.
when his water wasn't broken, he would move and come back in. And I was like, somebody do something about this. And probably if I'd been vertical, it would have been a lot easier. But when you're laying on your back, it's just out and in. It's like the Nemo, where he goes out and in of the anemone. And when you're pregnant and having a baby, you're like...
Yeah.
I only think it's coming early because I have this ridiculous sense of urgency.
Well,
which has been, like-
it's totally our life is we're juggling so many things right now.
Maybe. I don't feel like life is a big juggle right now. I just feel like pedal to the metal. This is the time. This baby is coming, whether I like it or not. And I know I'm going to be in labor if I don't start doing stuff now to get ready and wondering, where's our car seat?
Well, I want to just tell you, as far as when the baby's coming, more moms think their baby is going to be early than babies come early.
That's good for me. I will take all the time that I want. I like really, if this baby comes on due date or a week later, I am cool.
All right.
This is the
I am
first time you've ever
totally
said
cool.
something like that.
I just have the feeling that it's coming early.
Because
And if you do, it's fine. It's
I
perfectly
know.
fine. But I just...
Because we're all like,
Yeah, I
I'm
care
done
more
being
than I know.
pregnant.
I know.
Just take this baby out. I haven't really felt that way a ton. This one is more sensitive to the ways I sit than I think any of the other ones have been. Probably because there's a lot of room in there. So if I'm not sitting up or forward or more like to the side, like if I were just leaning back, a couple times there's been like not the head low as could be, but like an elbow or like, you know, a cocked wrist like this. And I've stood up and I'm like, I can't bend forward because there's a body in the way of my bending space. So that's happened a couple of times. That hasn't happened with the other babies, but I think this one is considerably lower than it was a few weeks ago when I was feeling so nauseous.
What the heck? What happened? Was it a transfer or was it just all the way here?
No, neither.
Wait, tell us what happened.
Well, her water broke, and she wasn't having good labor. And this was her 6th baby. She came in, and she'd had a few that morning, but nothing very exciting. I didn't even check her because, you know, her water's broken. She had been checked the day before, and she was 3. They hadn't eaten, and so I said, y'all go get something to eat and then come back. So she comes back, and I gave her another dose of the Started Up and some of the more herbal tea stuff, and then I could tell she was having really strong. Maybe don't take the rest of that tea. And she goes, yeah, but I like the way it tastes. And she drank the whole thing real fast. And I went, okay. No, I did check her. And she was 6. Baby was down. You know, there was a little bit of a bulgy bag, but obviously her water had been leaking. I said, oh, okay, so we're doing this now. We're having a baby. They're 7 to 10 minutes apart. And she really wanted to go home. Her pool was ready. It was set up. Her big kids were at home.
She wanted to have
could have
homework.
them fill it up. She just wanted to go and get it. And I'm like, yeah, I think you'll be okay. She goes, oh, when I'm 6, I've got 2 to 4 hours before I have the baby.
Wow.
And so I said, well, y'all go ahead and go. They're down 99.
That
and
could
all
be
of a
more
sudden,
than 10-15 minute drive.
No, they've been gone about 30 minutes.
But to get that far?
But anyway, that's where they were. And then all of a sudden, everything changed. And it was boom, boom, one on top of another, one on top of another. And she's going, I don't think I'm going to make it. And he calls me on the phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't left. Anyway, so I have him on the phone. And, you know, I mean, is she needing a push? No, but they're coming right on top of another. And she says, and she isn't going to make it. She's not going to make it to the house. He said, should I pull over? I said, yes. And she's going, no, keep going. No, don't stop. But she told me later, she got her 2 littler kids are in the back seat. The 2-year-old's asleep. The 4-year-old is like, what's going on? She leaned her seat back, so she was more reclined. And she said as soon as she did, she felt the baby just go,
Drop.
got a crown. Her husband stopped at a red light. He reached over and had his head on the baby's head.
Oh my word.
And then the baby started to come, and then the light went green. She's going, go, go.
Oh my gosh!
And so he's driving.
And you're on the phone.
And I'm on the phone.
Oh my god!
And then the baby just came out. Just the whole thing came out. And she just wrapped, she had no blanket, no towel, no nothing. And
my
she
good
just
God.
wrapped the baby in her dress that she had on. And
So they continued on to their house.
No, they went to the car wash.
I was thinking
maybe first car birth ever?
Mm-mm.
You've had several.
But I've been there.
I'm about to say, this is...
I haven't had where I wasn't there.
So he never pulled over.
He never pulled.
This
because
is
she
all
would not-
driving.
She would not let him. He wanted to pull over, and she
So
was like,
by
no,
the
no,
time
no,
she
go,
got
go, go.
home, did she deliver the placenta?
No,
and
not
was
until
ready?
she walked in, just holding the baby.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
still in.
this mom needs a movie.
I
That's
know.
amazing. And I always have this little inkling of me that thinks, if I get there and I'm not in labor, I'm
You're
going to
gonna
be
be
so
embarrassed.
disappointed. No, it's not that I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be like, I can't believe I thought I was in labor. This is so upsetting. I haven't had it happen where I wasn't actually in labor.
We're 3 for 3. We get to the place, you have a baby.
Yes. So I would ideally like to have another water birth. I would expect, if my hopes of timing were to happen, that would be sometime in the middle of the night. Or even early morning. That would be okay with me too. Yeah, early morning would be fine. Just those little moments of, I've never been this old having a baby. I've never had this many children when having a baby. You know, all those little X factors that you really can't predict. So all of that I just told really loosely to say, this is my ideal, and we'll write it out, but we'll have a second plan, and Lord willing, baby gets here.
You have a great pelvis though.
I feel pretty good about my pelvis. Pretty superb pelvis. I want a shirt that says that. I feel so good about my pelvis.